Welcome back, folks, to Let's Play Phoenix Wright. Trials and Tribulations on our last installment. Phoenix had a run-in with his evil side. And, yes, Phoenix meets the tiger, and it's not Sun Jian. But in any case, we have the good, the bad, and the creepypasta. So this time, we're about to go into this, and we're actually going to finish this thing, hopefully. Because all that's left is really nothing more than, from what I'm reading, a lot. And I do mean a lot of Psyche locks. So with that, let's start this thing and waste no more time as we continue investigation on case 3 of Phoenix Wright, Trials and Tribulations. So, last time, remember, we were just finishing our talk with creepy girl here, whose name is Violetta. So now we're going to move on to Vitamin Square. January 7th, Vitamin Square.
There he is! Old CD's back feeding the pigeons again.
There! Take this! And this! Get on my park!
Kudo uses Bullet Seed. It's super effective.
Like I thought.
Well, like I thought, he's really mad. Come on, Maya, just keep your head down and let's sneak away while we can.
What? Why? No, man!
What are you doing, boy?
He just turned his back on us.
I'm not surprised. I bet I really hurt his pride in court this morning.
Hey, Mr. Kudo! Look, we really need to talk to you, alright?
Out with the demons and with good fortune!
Ow, 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 ow! See? Shelf splitters! Painful.
I always knew you were a demon, Maya. Really? Those little seeds have wonder-working powers. Well, let's talk about today's trial. I'm sorry about what happened in court earlier.
Everybody will be talking about me behind my back now. A dirty old man who was so busy looking at the serving girl's backside. Then he couldn't remember her face! A filthy, depraved animal!
Not at all!
Are you listening to me, boy? I don't care what you say. I saw that waitress put it in. She put some white powder in the young lad's Javicino.
We hear you.
And another thing, the young lad was wearing an earpiece on the same size lens of his broken spectacles.
Really sorry.
So I made a little mistake about the face. So what? I know what I saw. I tell you!
Okay, take it easy. Please, Mr. Kudo.
Don't tell me to take it easy! You spoiled brat! Take this!
You said you were a craftsman, right?
No matter what, cast honest craftsmen like me aside in droves.
Surely it's not that...
I come from a long line of craftsmen, right back to the time of the shoguns. Do you hear me? I didn't become an embroiderer, I was born one!
Actually, I'm kind of in the same situation myself.
I want to stick my fingers up that dribbling old judge's nose.
Ew.
And scream right down his ear hole, OBJECTION!
Oh, so did you want to become a lawyer when you were young?
I don't think that's quite it, Maya. I think he's just in a bad mood, that's all.
That tsunami of frustration inside is ready to burst out!
If we let him start rambling now, we might never shut him up. What should we do? Shake it up! Let him get it out of his system. Yes, I better let him talk. So, there's not much call for craftsmen these days, then?
Of course not, you idiot! All I'm good for nowadays is running errands!
Errands?
Everyone takes advantage of the elderly. Buy some breakfast. Take the dog out for breakfast. Pay the business, old man. What am I, some sort of 2-bit community handyman?
Well...
Buy some bread. Now that I can understand. But what's the point of feeding some CD pigeons? Why don't people say what they mean? Get lost, that's what they're trying to say! Oh yes! I'm listening to finish this face! And hold at that restaurant. I just get in the way, so
I'm sure you don't. Wait a minute, what did you just say? At home and at that restaurant? Hold up, by restaurant, are you talking about Très Bien? Did you just get asked to run an errand there too?
Yes, I did, the very day that young brat was poisoned. What?
The errand. In color. So, on the day of the incident, what were you asked to do?
Glad you asked, boy, because I'll tell you what I was asked to do. All of a sudden, that young lad slumped over the table. That serving girl collapsed. And I broke that vase. It all happened so fast I was in a bit of a daze, you see. And the owner shouted over to me,
Excusez-moi, you call the police?
"Calm yourself," I should have said, but I didn't think of it at the time.
Oh, did you end up calling the police?
Like I said, I was in a bit of a daze.
Did you call them on your cell phone?
Do I look like I have one of those new thingamajigs? I went out looking for a payphone, of course.
You went looking for one?
I couldn't find one right away, you know. Wandered around for 5 minutes or so.
Well, 5 minutes.
So for 5 minutes after the incident happened.
Yes, sir, the owner was at Très Bien on his own.
Why didn't you mention this in court this morning?
Well, I would have if you'd given me the chance. But you won't bully me out of the courtroom!
Thank you, Mr. Kudo, and your kudos for today.
Wait a minute, if that's the case, this I've got more to say!
Yes, I do everything else.
Bailiff, escort the witness out of the courtroom.
It's not my fault, you're the ones to blame!
You could have at least told us before we got to court.
It's really that important that Mr. Kudo was the one to call the police?
What's important is the unaccounted time before the police arrived. The victim was dead, and Maggie was unconscious in that oh-so-sexy pose. Which leaves that man alone in the restaurant. Mr. Kudo might have been chased out of the place on purpose.
What do you mean?
Maybe a certain someone didn't want him in the restaurant.
Ah!
Oh, sure, you go ahead and say I was in the way as usual. I suppose I should I and getting myself go in prison shit instead, huh?
We need to get more details about what exactly happened. From Maggie and from Mr. Armstrong. Thank you, sir. You have been most helpful. Off the très bien again. And we're going to catch some January 7th, très bien kitchen.
Looks like Mr. Armstrong's out again.
But the place is open for business. You can't have an open restaurant without a chef. Will someone please hire Big Fatty Plus to do this job? Just change the colors, he'll work just fine. Just give him a menu to work with. That is all.
Hey, it's not my fault, Nick. Don't take it out on me.
Only a couple of minutes after the incident happened. Mr. Kudo left the scene, leaving Mr. Armstrong here alone.
Missing when we need to talk to him the most.
Maybe he's trying to avoid us on purpose. Well, in that case, I think we need to talk to Gumshoe, don't you? The radio. Alright, Detective Gumshoe, tell me the truth. What were you listening to?
No way, pal. Now that you've made a big thing out of it, I'm not gonna tell you.
We'll see about that, pal. Considering all the noise you were making while you were listening, it's pretty clear what kind of radio program it was. I'd say it was related to I'm right, aren't I? You were listening to the lottery results, weren't you? You thought you'd try to win big, just like Glenelg did.
It's like you can see right through me!
I've cracked them already?
That's why I said it was nothing!
Yeah, please. Gumshoe. Straighten it all out, please.
I'm usually pretty lucky, so I figured I'd give it a try.
What's with everyone in the lottery? See, California.
So, how'd it go?
I won 50 cents. It'd be better to win nothing at all than half a lousy buck.
I was so mad. See McDonald's and Burger King. Yeah, I know the feeling.
How about the same kind of ticket as Mr. L?
When they rap those results on the radio, it really gets your heart pumping. You know, they broadcast it live when they're picking the numbers. It's intense, pal.
I bet that's what Glenn was listening to on the day he was killed.
Yeah, what time is it now?
It's just after 1:30.
And are the lottery results are the lottery results always broadcast at the same time?
Yeah. Look, I got this flyer when I bought the ticket.
So we get the millionaire radio flyer.
Millionaire radio? That sounds cool. I want to try it, Nick.
Then buy a ticket, Maya, with your own money.
Well, I'm gonna head back to the precinct now. We got a big meeting starting a bit.
What about Maggie's case, you mean?
No, that's pretty much wrapped up now. There's another big case going down at the moment, so she's being pushed aside.
Okay, well, see you later then.
Bye!
You better get going, Detective Roy. You'll be late.
Actually, I've got a favor to ask. It's a big one.
Favor?
Yeah, it's for Maggie. Actually, I was kind of hoping you give this to her for me.
What is it?
It's a bento.
It's a lunchbox. I got up early so I could make it. I've been real worried about her. She looked like she's lost a lot of weight.
Detective Gumshoe. How many Winnies are in here? That's not a person. There's not a person on Earth who could down as much meat.
Oh, Maya. If you only knew.
You think? I love Wheaties.
Hold on. Oh God, that's too good. Oh, that line. Oh, it gets only better, folks. Oh, fuck it. Oh. One second. Oh God. Oh, that's too funny. Oh dear. Okay. Oh.
I can't get enough of their tender juiciness.
Innuendo. So will you give it to her? Oh, that picture makes me want to give it to her. I'm so sorry.
It took me ages to make, so please say you will, pal.
I can't exactly say no, can I? So we get Gumshoe's lunchbox. Give it to my Eddie Carrot.
Maybe I'll eat it myself if I get hungry.
Don't forget, okay? I'm counting on you to give that to Maggie.
He's finally gone. So help me, I swear to God. That's staying in there. That is staying in there. I swear to God, that's just gonna stay in there. I don't care. It's just gonna stay in there. I'm not editing that shit out. Too late for me to do that anyway. Oh, let's move away from this place. Really, it's just giving me vibes of what the fuck and everything else. Let's go back to the detention center. I ain't getting myself into. Yeah, let me get myself back into focus. January 7th, Detention Center Visitors Room.
Oh, Mr. Wright!
Hello, Maggie. So they finished questioning you?
Wasn't it just unbelievable in court today, sir? I'm going to stay up all night and blog about everything that happened. Weren't you scared? It's pretty touch and go in there. Yeah, but you totally nailed that old man.
Well, he was all over the place with his testimony.
He's not the only one. What do you mean? Everyone else's testimonies don't match up either. Not with what I remember of the incident, anyway.
Is it possible she's the only one misremembering things? Contradictions.
Maggie, you know how you said that everyone else provided testimony that didn't match up with what you remembered? Yep, there are just so many things that don't seem to add up. The biggest contradiction is the other guy I saw at the victim's table. He was the one who slipped something into the victim's coffee. I'm sure it was him.
But didn't Mr. Kudo testify earlier today that it was the waitress who put some white powder into the coffee cup?
So you really think it was this disappearing man that did it? Well, he's not the only thing that disappeared. The CD vanished as well. You know, the CD with the writing on it? Oh yeah, the MC Screwdriver album, right?
It was MC Bomber Maya. That's the name that was scrawled on the sports paper as well?
They never did find that CD at the crime scene, sir.
Or the victim's medication. That's gone missing too.
Ouch, my head. This is getting way too complicated for me.
After the incident, you said that you passed out when the victim Glenelg collapsed, right?
Yes, it's so embarrassing. I mean, I used to be a cop.
That scene again.
When I came to the restaurant, was buzzing with police. And before I knew what was going on, they arrested me, sir.
So between the time the victim collapsed and the time the police arrived on the scene, you have no idea what went on at Torre Bien.
No idea at all, sir. Why? Is it important, Mr. Wright?
The other witness, the old man from the park, was pretty much chased out of the picture.
Chased out of the picture? What do you mean? Well, CD wasn't inside the restaurant because he was told to go call the police.
Exactly, and you, Maggie, were unconscious. That means Mr. Armstrong was alone in the restaurant for a brief period of time.
No! You don't think Mr. Armstrong set me up, do you?
When you consider the facts, it's hard to imagine that Mr. Armstrong isn't involved in this at all.
It's like the master biting the paw of the dog that it feeds. Are you sure about this, Mr. Wright?
Well, the old man said as much when we spoke with him earlier.
I don't know. The things that man says don't add up for some reason, sir.
Give me my voice is kind of crackling a bit. I'm drinking something. Maggie looks like she's trying to figure something out.
We better find out exactly what happened to the old man on that day.
Well, that's why we have the following to present. First off, we're going to present Gumshoe's Lunchbox. Tenderly handmade lunchbox fills the stomach with love and plenty of weed. Oh yeah, I've got something you're going to love.
Really? What is it?
A lunchbox, just for you. Here.
Wow, a lunchbox lunchbox! Weenies, too! I can't believe it. Thank you, sir. Did you make this just for me, Mr. Wright? That was Detective Gumshoe. Who else would make such a nice lunchbox for you? Detective Gumshoe? He's really worried about you. Looks like he put a lot of effort into making this, too. I can't accept it. The teacher said the rules. Not against the law, sir.
Hey, come on, Maggie. Don't be like that.
The rules are rules. They'll lock you up if you break them.
Somehow, when an ex-cop turns waitress says that, seems a whole lot scarier.
And anyway, I hate weenies.
But you said, and weenies too.
Oh, really? It's all yours, Maya. You can enjoy it with Mr. Wright.
She's right. It's better than letting it go to waste.
But I guess so.
Gumshoe's lunchbox ate with Maya.
Well, how was it?
That hit the spot. I love weenies. Oh dear, it's gonna be one of those days, isn't it?
Oh, good. I'm glad I gave it to you then, sir.
Well, there's something else we need to present. The one thing that I remember, it's not this, it's Victor's testimony. Present that to her.
I feel much better after the trial this morning. I've been a bit of a courtroom proceedings addict for years now. Feels like forever since I saw a witness as slippery as that old man. He's not really that bad of an old man, though.
No, he just likes asses.
Still, I feel a bit uneasy. I thought you just said you felt much better.
Maggie, if there's something on your mind, you've got to tell us. Especially if it has anything to do with Mr. Kudo or his testimony.
Roger, I'll spill it all and see what you make of it.
Well, in that case, let's talk about Victor's testimony. Is there anything about Mr. Kudo's testimony that stood out as odd to you?
Actually, yes. The fact that he was even testifying to begin with doesn't quite what? Well, when I took a coffee over to the victim's table, it's true there was another customer in the restaurant.
Yeah, we know that already. It was Victor Kudo.
But I really can't say it was an old man. Okay, then how about calling him a really old, middle-aged man? No, H isn't the issue. The other customer was a woman.
A woman?
Are you sure, Megan? Well, I'm not 100% sure, but I think so. So what does this woman look like? She was sort of creepy. She had a kind of a cackling laugh.
Creepy?
Cackling.
Why do I get the feeling I've come across a woman like that recently? Well, thanks a lot, Maggie. We appreciate that. We're going to go over to Criminal Affairs now. January 7 Police Station, Criminal Affairs Department.
The main server just went up in smoke! Why the heck isn't the press conference set up yet? The superintendent's here already!
Yeah, and there's a problem with the internet, too.
It's Skype! That's what it is! Skype's behind all this! I already told you to stop using your computer, Chief!
I tell you, it's Skype, damn it!
But I'm watching videos online. I'm catching up on my ancient soap operas.
It's YouTube again.
It's gonna have to wait, Chief. I'm throwing the switch.
No! Just when some young guy was about to confess to his son's hot-to-trot girlfriend.
Wow, this place is really buzzing.
Something must be going down. Something really big.
Eh? What are you doing there, pal?
Detective Gumshoe.
You can't be here right now. You'll be roped into the briefing if you stay. Yeah? We got big problems here today.
Why? What's going on?
It's a virus! A virus!
Virus?
There's a virus ripping through the precinct's computer system!
I really need to ask you some questions. Let's talk about Tender Linda.
Okay, I'm only gonna say this once, so listen up.
Yes.
No matter how poor you get, never borrow money from a place like this, you hear?
Okay.
If you got money trouble, just go on a diet of instant noodles and hang in there.
I've tried that. You know what happens? I start cooking out of depression. We're not thinking about borrowing money, Detective. We want information.
Oh, is that all? Oh, let's see. Tenderloin is considered to be even fishier than the average illegal loan shark. Seems it ran into trouble recently. Those guys have been pretty heavy-handed calling in all their debts.
Really?
Don't go poking your nose around in their business, pal. You'll really regret it if you upset that lady.
Alright, I get the picture. Hey, wait a minute! What did he say? That lady?
Who's this lady he's talking about, Nick?
You better find out what the story is with this lady. Computer viruses.
So what exactly is a computer virus, Detective Gumshoe?
I don't know.
What?
Look, I just go with the flow, alright, pal?
And here I thought detectives were supposed to be somewhat knowledgeable.
What's with that face, pal? You think you know what a virus is?
Well, Nick, do you?
A computer virus? Sure. I mean, only in simple terms, of course.
Really? Wow, you know everything, Professor Nick.
Yeah, I'm gonna call you Dr. Wright from now on.
Phoenix Wright created Mega Man. And from that on, he was armed with the Objection Buster.
Hey, that sounds pretty cool. Don't you agree, Dr. Wright?
Okay, we had one Mega Man joke already. Can we not have another? Never mind. Why do I get the feeling they're making fun of me? Okay, fine, I'm no expert, but I can at least explain the basics to the two of you. What's a virus? A virus is a program that gets inside a computer and causes damage. That's what happened to my last computer. Virus ate up the data and blue screen of death. That's what happened.
Damage? You mean it makes the machine go boom and explode?
Internally. No, the damage is, well, it's all internal.
So the inside goes boom, right?
Imagine all the case data you've got stored on your PCs here in the station. A virus could wipe out all that. That's the kind of damage I'm talking about. Collateral damage.
Whoa, that's scary.
Yeah. And what's even more scary is that viruses are infectious.
Infectious?
Most computers are connected together on a network, right? A virus can move from one machine to another over the network. So the virus just keeps spreading faster and faster.
Just like a real virus, huh?
But Nick, why would anyone want to make a program like that?
Yeah, it takes ages to type in all that data. Why would you want to destroy it, pal?
No, perhaps... no. People don't infect their own machines. They send the virus to someone else's.
What? That's horrible!
And yet, they still do it to this day.
Oh, I get it. It's like you sneezing on Godot so he catches a cold.
Right, then he wouldn't be able to turn up in court because he'd be too sick. You really should do stuff like that, Nick. It's wrong.
Who? What? Where? When? And why did this conversation jump to talking about me? Anyway, that's what a computer virus is. A bad program that causes damage.
And all the different viruses have names, right? I kind of feel like I've heard the name of the virus we caught somewhere before.
The name of the virus, huh? I feel like I've heard of it before, too. This is why we're going to present the only thing that kind of makes sense in this case. Found at Tenderlander a sample disc with the name written in marker. Detective Gumshoe, about this.
What? I'm trying to concentrate on Maggie and this virus right now. This is it! This stupid name, I remember now!
I thought so. Here it comes.
Don't just not suffocate me in the dark, Nick. What's going on?
It's okay, Ma. You don't have to cry about it.
The name scribbled on that sports paper and written on that CD. That's the name of the virus. MC Bomber. What? Yeah, the virus that just infected every computer in the station, pal. It's MC Bomber.
Can you give us any more details, please?
We already knew about the MC Bomber virus a while back. A group of criminals issued a series of demands to the head honchos of law enforcement. They threatened to release the virus if their demands weren't met.
Who are they?
I don't know. Some hotshots from the criminal underworld would be my guess.
And now the virus has been released, huh?
Yeah, it's in every computer in every public office in the city. Everyone's going nuts! They're hopping around like dancing at a carnival.
All this stuff with criminals and viruses. It almost feels like we're in a sci-fi movie.
Apparently the programmer who made the virus was a real genius or something. Focus right now is on tracing the root of the virus on the black market.
You mean someone put this up for sale?
Yeah, and because of this one so powerful, their estimated price tag was in the millions of dollars, pal.
In the millions? A virus can be worth that much? So MC Bomber has been updated. In that case, let's present the following. Possibly a part of the staff at Tenderlander? Thoroughly bitter person.
That's the girl who works over at Tenderlander. You want to stay away from her, okay? I mean it.
She does look kind of unforgiving, doesn't she?
That should be the least of your worries, pal.
What's that supposed to mean? What could be worse? Her name's
Viola Cavardini.
and she wants her hand back.
She's the only granddaughter of Bruto Cavardini.
Bruto Cavardini? Do you know who that is, Nick?
Never heard of him.
Bruto Cadaverini, the boss of the Cadaverini family.
The Cadaverinis? That's one scary sounding name.
They can't touch them. They're way too powerful for the police. But you're thinking of taking them on, aren't you?
No! I don't remember ever saying I was going to. I better get some more info out of Gumshoe about this
family.
About the Caverinis. Cadaverinis. I'm not sure if I really want to get involved in this, but who are the Caverinis?
Who are they? Scary bunch of people, that's who.
You're a cop and you're scared. What's that about?
Trust me, it doesn't matter if you're a kid or a cop. These guys are scary. They've got some serious clout in the criminal underworld. We can't touch them. They've got too much moolah.
Moolah, as in...
They pretty much control all the cash in this, on the city's black market.
The black market, huh? And that includes tender lender, I take it?
Sure, no one can stand up to brutal Cavarini. I mean, no one.
Interesting.
So Viola's the granddaughter of some mafia boss then?
Yeah, and everyone knows how much Bruto loves his little girl. She means everything to him.
So, how'd she end up at tender lender?
I don't know, pal. I heard she and the boss of the tender lender are pretty tight.
Tight?
That's what I said in the file I read related to Maggie's case.
Sounds like a pretty important clue.
You can't believe it! I almost forgot the most important thing!
And that is...
Lunchbox, how did everything go?
Then why do I hear Pearl's music all of a sudden? Lunchbox?
Do you remember the weenies? I hate weenies!
Oh yeah, those weenies.
So how did my weenies taste when they went down the hatch?
Oh God, you are so fired up about weenies, man. If all women can be more fired up about weenies, like this dude, oh, this world will be a much happier place. There will be no wars, just nothing but happy, happy, joy, joy, all over the place.
Well, it was delicious.
Yeah, that's what she said?
Yes, that's what she said!
Really?
Well, not exactly.
Don't worry about it, pal. I figured something would happen.
So I came prepared. Prepared? What do you mean?
I mean a jumbo lunchbox.
Oh.
Do me a favor, huh, pal, and deliver this.
This sure is a heavy burden. In more ways than one.
I can just imagine Maggie's little eyes sparkling with joy when you bring her that.
Weenies again, Nick. Tell me we don't have to eat all those too.
Yes, we have to eat all those too. Come choose Lunchbox, give it to Maya. Again.
I really can't eat anymore.
I could, but I would rather put them in my salad than, just eat them straight up. Sometimes it's worth it, sometimes it's not. Yeah. We're going to move to... Oh boy. Back to the detention center. And over to Trebian. And over to Blue Screens of Death Incorporated. So what we're going to do... You know what? Never mind. Let's finish this. Not that much left anyway. Nothing! Glenn's trouble. So how about you tell me what kind of trouble Mr. Elg was in?
I'm sorry, sir, but we don't deal with troubleshooting here. Perhaps you would like to speak to someone in customer service?
What's she talking about? I guess I better just take a shot and see where it gets me. Miss Basil, let me ask you something. Did Mr. Elg troubles have something to do with this? Horse racing betting tickets found in Glen Elg's desk. There's over 500 of them. Take that!
What is that?
A bunch of horse racing tickets. All losing ones.
With that many tickets, you could get $1 at the recycling center. You good people are very, very bad. Cashing in on others' misfortunes is immoral.
Why did I get a whiff of hypocrisy just now?
But what is the relevance of these tickets?
The victim, Mr. Glen Elg. He had a gambling habit, didn't he?
I don't think that's a logical conclusion based on the facts. Everyone likes to go to the races from time to time.
Yeah, but not everyone buys as many tickets.
Anyway, I don't believe that proves anything on its own.
You're right, but I'm not through yet. Mr. Elg's gambling wasn't restricted to horse races, was it? The lottery, horse racing tickets, he bought a lot of tickets. And lost a lot of times. That's got to have hurt his wallet pretty bad, don't you think? Maybe bad enough to be the cause of some pretty serious trouble, perhaps?
No! You are right, Glenn did have a gambling problem. You good people must not follow his example, do you understand?
Trust me, even if I wanted to, I don't exactly have the money to buy any.
But if you win, there is no problem, is there? And Glenn had a winning ticket, didn't he, for $500,000?
Yeah, but
it's hard to imagine how he could have been in trouble then, isn't it?
It's true that Mr. Elg won $500,000. The end. But that was his first stroke of good luck. He was in deep trouble before that.
Deep trouble? What do you mean?
Mr. Elg's real problem was with someone more terrifying. With someone or something more terrifying and ferocious. That was weird. Take that! Furio Tigre, the boss of a loan office called Tenderlender.
Tenderlender? People with businesses should think harder before naming their offices.
Like you're one to talk. Well, what do you think?
Our firm is doing very well at the moment. I don't think we need to borrow money.
No! I mean about Mr. Elg.
You think Glenn had something to do with this Furio Tigre?
Yes.
I'm sorry, I don't know of any connection between the two of them.
Really? Because I've got proof that Mr. Elg and the tiger knew each other. On December 3rd, the day of the incident, there's a note saying, meet with the tiger. Take that! Furio Tigre, a.k.a. the tiger, is the boss of a loan office called Tenderlender. This is who Mr. Elg met with on the day of his murder. And on the only thing a loan shark would talk with him about would be his debt.
No! It's true that Glenn had racked up
quite a bit of debt from his gambling habit. About $100,000, I think. $100,000? Ouch. But I heard he had won the lottery, so he should have been in the clear. Shame Maggie couldn't get a bit of that good luck. Okay. So the guy got lucky and won the lottery. But what if he hadn't won? What was his plan then? Well, this isn't easy to say, but he said he would use his talents to repay the money. His talents. I suspect he was talking about programming. What computer program is worth $100,000? Perhaps you good people should leave so I can get back to my work. So close to cracking her. The program in question. Was it by any chance this? Found at Tender Lender and contains computer virus program. Take that! Well, this is it, isn't it? This is the virus that's infecting computers worldwide as we speak. MC Bomber! No! So what really went down? Glenn's head had more processing power than any computer, but it had been infected with a gambling virus. Glenn was in too deep. You mean he was in debt? Yes, $100,000 in debt. Not an easy amount to repay. So, he said he was taking on some extra work, something a bit risky. Risky? How?
Maybe he was going to become a waitress at Trabian.
Where do you come up with these ideas?
Risky extra work. So it's safe to say Mr. L was the creator of this virus, The MC Bomber virus, yes. It was a work of genius, in a bad sort of way, of course, but still genius. Something like that would probably fetch several $1 million on the black market. Inconceivable. Gumshoe was right for a change. This date, December 3rd, that is marked on his calendar. That was his deadline for repaying his debts. All this updated in the court record. I guess we won't be needing these horse racing tickets anymore. Throw him back on the floor. Like, where's the receptacle, man?
Here's a trash can, Nick.
Well, sure does say a lot, doesn't it? Well, there's only one final place we have to go to. That is to Tender Lender, so we're going to go from Trabian, from Blue Screens Inc., Vitamin Square, and finally, Tender Lender. Let me see what I have. There we go. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to get the truth. Take that! The head bandage. You said that bandage around your head was from an operation. You also said you suffered a fatal injury to the head, correct?
Yes, the operation was very difficult, apparently.
Now, by fatal injury, you mean you were hurt very badly somehow, right? Did the injury in question have something to do with this? The repair bill. Paid by Tigre to the Cavarini family. Take that! I have here a car repair bill. From this, it seems pretty obvious that this car was involved in an accident.
Let me see that. This bill is made out to the Cavaderinis?
Yes, it is.
I don't think I ever introduced myself. Tell me, what do the Cavaderinis have to do with me?
Something tells me she's not about to say hi and introduce herself. Alright then. Your relationship with the Cavaderinis is very strong, and this is why. Because this is who you are! I know exactly who you are, Viola Cavarini. You sustained that injury in a traffic accident, didn't you? Broken is broken.
It happened about 4 months ago. I was driving in one of our family cars when someone pulled out in front of me. It was a motorbike or something like that. I don't remember it much. Anyway, I swear to try to avoid it, but I took a blow to the head, a bad one.
Yeah, I can imagine. So what happened to the person on the bike? I'm guessing he didn't get away with injuring the Violeti. I'm guessing they didn't get away with injuring the Viola Cavarini, right?
I don't know what happened to them. They ran away, or so I heard.
Ran away.
If they stayed, I'd have...
Is it possible? Could this person who have committed the hit and run have been... Furio Tigre? It was this man, wasn't it? He was the cause of your accident.
It wasn't Don Tigre. I refuse to believe it.
2.
We collided, the motorbike and my car. But Don Tigre isn't injured at all, is he?
It was a tiger who caused Viola to crash. I can feel it. Plus one of her locks just broke, so she must suspect it was him too. I'm sorry, Miss Cavarini, but I have proof that the tiger was involved in the traffic accident on his bike. Written by my phony, the wheel guard is all smashed up. Take that! It's not exactly a motorbike, but Mr. Tigre rides around on a scooter, doesn't he? And you'll notice that the front wheel guard is badly damaged. Miss Cavarini, you know the truth, don't you? This repair bill was paid by Furio Tigre. The Cavaderinis have known for ages who caused the accident, haven't they?
It's possible, perhaps. Somewhere inside me, I know that may be true.
I knew it.
But Don Tigre still saved my life. The operation was very complicated. It was very, very expensive.
How much are we talking?
Very, very, very expensive.
She seems kind of hesitant about giving me an actual figure. Let's get back up. Well, anyway, was the tiger who paid for it, right?
After I recovered, Don Tigre told me. He said he paid for the operation because he cared about me. I believe him.
Really? But do you honestly believe that to be true? Do you want to know what I think? I think the reason he paid for the operation was because of you, but someone else. Head of the Cavaderini family crime syndicate seems to live for his granddaughter. Take that! Perhaps I shouldn't be saying this, but your grandfather, Bruto Cavaderini, controls a lot of dubious cash, right? And you are his beloved pride and joy. Sure. I don't know exactly how much the operation cost, but if you weren't the granddaughter of Mr. Cavaderini, you think Mr. Tigre would have paid the money? $1 million. Shush. Now about that head bandage.
4 months ago, I was in a traffic accident. That's why I need the operation. When I woke up, they told me it was nothing serious. Simple procedure.
Oh, really?
Well, I guess if she recovered in 4 months, it couldn't have been too big.
They said the operation cost $1 million.
$1 million bucks?
My grandfather ordered Don Tigre to pay $1 million in compensation.
Compensation, huh?
It's underworld lingo for paying money to settle score. Basically, pay or get into some serious trouble. But $1 million bucks? This has to be related to our poisoning case somehow. Compensation.
I wanted to believe him. I wanted to trust what Don Tigre said. He said he had nothing to do with my grandfather being Bruto Cavaderini. I wanted to believe he helped me because he cared about me, not about my grandfather. But I knew that wasn't really true. Well, I'm so sorry. What he did to get the money was... it was evil. He said it was all for me, so I helped.
You helped them? In what way?
Here, take these.
What are these? Medical papers?
I'm Bruto Cavaderini's granddaughter. He had to pay compensation. He was made an offer he simply couldn't refuse.
So we get Viola's medical papers.
Oh, I feel so bad for Viola.
It's inexcusable. There are two things that I consider inexcusable. Poisoning and betrayal. Only a coward would hurt people using either of those. Only a coward would hurt people using either of these tactics.
Is everything alright, Nick?
We should get going. Right after we finish our espresso.
Yeah.
I won't need to convince Viola of anything else, so I guess I can get rid of this. We don't need a repair bill! So, last thing we're gonna do is go to... If you two mean squeal. And lastly... Très bien. January 7th, très bien. And yes, it was a very good day. Bonjour. I've been waiting for you to return.
Mr. Armstrong.
Good timing. I was hoping to find you here. We'd like to ask you a few questions.
Well, he hasn't got anything to say to you, fellas.
It's serious for me.
Who you calling Ziope?
Come up on the table already, Maya!
Okay, hand it over.
What?
Yous wanna play games with me? I don't recommend it. The medical papers. Now!
Uh-oh, I think he wants Viola Cavadarini's papers back. You mean this? The $1 million medical papers? Miss Cavadarini trusted you. That's why she said that she helped you.
Forget about it. The girl's dumbing in the next plan. Yous wanna know what's sad? I'll tell you what's sad. And it ain't only her face. She thinks she got power cause she's brutal little girl. Now that's sad.
I can't let you have these papers. Tomorrow in court, I'm going to expose what you did to get the $1 million you used to pay this off.
Are you crazy or something? I don't care if you want to give it to me or not. There's two of us here. You got that? Two.
Mr. Armstrong, forgive me. That's all. I cannot argue with him. That really hurt.
Is that all you's got? I'll be taking those papers now. Armstrong, get that ladder.
Wait.
Don't take it too hard, Phoenix Wright.
That was so stupid. I should have let my guard down. Those medical papers were vital.
Hold it, pal!
Detective Gumshoe?
Detective? You think you're gonna stop me, copper? Beat it! Wah!
Whoa! Come on, Gumshoe! Give it the gunner!
You guys get out of here! Lead this guy to me!
But...
Go, pal! And take this! If you get hurt, who'd look after Maggie, huh?
Alright, thanks, Gumshoe!
Why don't leave me behind?
And Maya's just going clop, 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 clop. I'll get even with that guy tomorrow. In court. Tender lender is going down. And with that, hopefully with all that going on, I'm going to stop here. And the next part, we're going to finish this case once and for all. When Phoenix Wright, Trials and Tribulations, return right after this.